Trying to catch some lightning. There's a storm moving in. It was actually pretty bright. It was lightning pretty good just a little while ago. Thought maybe if I just turned all the lights out, I could see. But there was one. See how bright that window divider is there? That's because I have a security light right outside my window, which I thought it was really going to bug me when I first moved in here. But it hasn't really been too bad, because it's not really that bright in the bedroom. It's just brighter in the living room. I'm going to turn this music down. So sometime last, I can't remember if it was late summer or early fall, I got this letter and I didn't know what to make of it. It came from a lawyer out in Freeport, Illinois. And my mom was from Rockford, so I thought, well, you know, it could have something to do with, you know, family out there. But it was like, was it Freeport? I think it was Freeport. So anyway, this letter had all these papers in it that wanted me to fill out financial stuff. But it also had, it was like, this woman had died and she had quite a large estate, and they listed all these people that were in her will, and my brother and my sister and I were on it. So it just happened that my sister was coming over. I think she was dropping something off after work. And so I looked up this woman's name, just Googled her, and then I looked for her obituary, and I found it. There was a picture of her, and you know, I was sort of like, is this for real? You know, I mean, this kind of stuff doesn't happen. So anyway, Jan gets there, she gets over, and she hadn't gotten the letter yet. And her letter was delayed by a couple of days, and it had something to do with some confusion with her address, I think. So I said, I have to have you look at this thing. I don't know if this is something that is, you know, like some kind of scam, or, you know, I don't want to give my financial information and my social security number to just anybody. So I had this woman's obituary on my laptop, and Jan goes over and she looks at the picture and she said, I know her. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And she said, she was one of the contact that I had out in Illinois for mom's side of the family when I was doing the genealogy, because she was the one who she decided that she was going to do all this genealogy of our family, and she actually put it together kind of in a little story form, which I thought was really cute, because they had come over from Germany, and then they finally settled in Illinois, and the family was from Bavaria on my mom's side. And so the strangest part was this woman never had any kids. She never got married. She never had any kids. And because she did all this genealogy and she knew the family lineage really well, she decided that she was leaving everybody on the side of the family that was my mom's lineage. They were all included in the will. And she was worth a couple $1 million. So she had land, and she was, I don't know, she was probably 90 or something. And so I didn't send my papers in right away. There was some kind of a deadline. And so Jan sent her papers in right away, and we were joking about, do you think Jeff's gonna put it? He doesn't like to give any of his personal information. He's one of the most private people I've ever met. He doesn't even turn his cell phone on because he doesn't ever want anybody to call him. So, I mean, we're totally estranged, my brother who lives in upstate New York. So anyway, I ended up getting a second letter from this lawyer. And that was a pretty good flash. So he said, this is a second letter. We want to make sure that you got the information, and we want to give you an opportunity to, file so that you will be part of the settlement of this estate. So I finally, I don't know, there's something I had to look up, in my papers, and I got it all together, and I sent it in. So just the other day, Jan and I were talking about, I wonder what's going to happen with, that will, and how long it's going to take for, the estate to be settled and all that stuff. And there was like page after page after page of her possessions and who she was leaving them to, and like my childhood tea set is going to be left to so and so, and I mean, it was like amazingly detailed. So anyway, we just got the letter, and I was pretty shocked because they had to sell everything. They had to sell all the land and all, the house, and distribute all of her possessions and everything like that. Well, my part of it is going to be $20,000. So I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe it. So in a way, I'm like, am I going to have to pay taxes on that? Because, I've been trying to live an invisible life, and well, just to make a long story short, I after I had my heart surgery, I decided that I was just gonna work under the table on the side and not really show any income until I started getting my Social Security. So then I got an income, and I was taking care of Dad and all this other kind of stuff, and like I said before, he was sort of like Mr. Moneybags. He was like helping me out when I needed extra, and stuff like that. And I was always used to just living sort of like a flow, like my finances they come and they go, I always have enough for everything, but I just sort of I don't worry. I just don't worry about it. I have this like faith in the Lord that I will be taken care of, and so far I have been taken care of. Everything, even when I thought I was going to be homeless after Dad died, I found somebody to take care of and live, rent-free in her house and stuff until she died. And then, I found this place and it's affordable and I'm not going to move anywhere. So I'm kind of in shock right now, thinking about, well, I was joking with my sister about, do you think I can get it in cash? So I don't know what's going to happen. It's just, and I'm not even sure when the check is going to come. We just got the letter. You know, she's getting $20,000. I'm getting $20,000. So she's going to pay off her car, you know, and she's more fiscally responsible than I am. You know, she's got retirement plans and IRAs and all that kind of stuff. So I figured probably eventually I'm going to live off her. It's like, I'll take care of you if you take care of me, you know, that kind of thing. So anyway, that's about it. So we'll talk to you guys later.